wow, so why haven't you changed the shirt? Great answer why I didn't change the shirt, okay? I didn't change the shirt because I had to go make a pit stop, and I had spoken to a gentleman who, where I used to work at, he is now on the street. If you guys didn't know, I worked at a one shelter. I still work at a shelter, but I worked at this other shelter that was mostly men. And because of this, I have a program that I run separately outside of where when I work there. I had my own business where, and I still have it, where we work to serve. The business is about serving people who are lacking things. And so what we do is one of the main things that they lack, especially the men. You know, women do too around here, but a lot of the things the women get. And I know people are like, well, they have children, they, you know, and in most shelters, the women's side is the place that gets the most. They make the most money because you're like, he's a man, he can work, which for the most part is true. But there are a lot of men who go through a lot of things, who faced a lot of things like narcissistic abuse. There are some men who have had to leave their own homes to make sure that their family is taken care of. They have to separate. You know, if they're homeless, we don't have we have one shelter in our city, which is weird, that is co-ed, you know, and it deals with families, okay, but it's very small. However, for the most part, oh, excuse me, if it's a family, rest assured that that man is going to be separated. Not only that, he's going to have limited resources. They're not going to give him as much things, and it is what it is. And so I created this, like I said, I recreated this organization. Well, God just told me to start doing it. Create a group and then make it, you know, a LLC. And so that's what I did. And so we go down and we, you know, give out blankets, face towels. People don't think about that. We talk about just towels and things like that. But I promise you, working at this shelter, I know this for a fact, and working at other shelters, they do not give out face towels like that. And you'd be like, why? Like, you know, a lot of people don't use face towels sometimes, but they don't even give out face towels or loofahs or things like that. And so those small things that you're thinking, oh, I need to get, you know, socks, which socks do run out. We do give out those, but we mostly give out the things that are really, really dire, like the blankets, the pillows, and pillows, and the face towel. Excuse me. And so, yeah, yeah, that's basically what I did. So I had to stop. I had to go. I talked to one of the individuals. He was like, you know, everything went crazy. You know, a lot of things had to be figured out. Blah blah this, whoopty whoop, blah blah blah. You know, and this is what we, you know, I don't have this. You know, so I had to go get that for him. And not only that, usually if it's for one person, they usually don't come by themselves. That's just how it is. And not to say that they're all, you know, trying to get everybody on, but if you're living on the street or you're homeless, you're gonna need somebody to be with you sometimes, just to protect yourself. I learned that. I learned that for myself. And so, yes. Oh, my head is itching. My ear is just itching, y'all. I just want to dig inside of it and scratch it. I don't know if I need to get my ear flushed or what. But it's weird. And so, anywho, that's why I have this on. And that's why I didn't get to change or anything like that. Right now, I'm actually going to the store. I cannot go. I'm learning more than ever. I cannot go to the neighboring stores. And the reason why I can't go to those stores is because I'm always getting pulled in over there. I'm always getting extra attention from people who are, you know, you can't poop and eat at the same place. Okay. Excuse me. I'll say that. Meaning that you cannot help people and be in the same spot. You cannot go to the same places. And for one, it's kind of dangerous. say that everybody's like that, because most are not. But for the few that are like that, they would try to use you as a come up. They would try to find your location. They would try to stop you. They would try to come in and try to pose as a friend just to get some things off of you. I've seen people do this not only as a a client. I've seen it a lot with clients, but I also seen it with coworkers and business people. They will do that a lot to try to show relativity, and you have to be careful. You have to guard yourself. Matter of fact, I had to tell y'all this about at my job, because it's a one lady who does this for sure. And if I didn't have experience with it, I'd be like, oh, she's just being very friendly. But no, don't run up on me. she loves to do that. She loves to do that. So I have to switch things up. She's always coming with some kind of it's an issue, which everybody go through their things. You know, she's at an age that things happen. Well, not at an age, but I mean, you know, you come at an age, you got to learn certain things. So yes, yes, that's what I've learned. I just got to get away. So I'm actually going grocery shopping at one of my favorite stores. I'm even learning that I don't know how, excuse me, to whom much is given, much is required. And I even have to close off certain doors to certain other stores, you know, to certain other, and I know y'all like closed doors to certain other stores. When I say closed doors, stop going to certain stores because it's really cheap. You know, I'm able, I'm a frugal person. I won't say I am a frugal person. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I'm a person that, especially when you go through some hardships, you have to cut things off. You have to save. You have to learn some discipline. But what I have also learned is that in order to get, things are spiritual. God will allow you to have things. He wants you to have that discipline, but he wants you to have nice things. He wants you to have finer things. And it is okay. I have to have that discussion with myself, because I feel bad when I treat myself. I feel bad when I have nicer things, like nicer food, when I'm able, you know, people don't understand if you came from a place where you didn't have a grocery store that was always kept clean, or you didn't have to shop with your food. People think that's eclectic. Now it's like it's the end thing when you can get your food from a Saturday market. But think about that. If you had to grow up and you had to go through that every single day, you know, and sometimes the food might be fresh, sometimes it's not. You know, people don't talk about that. Sometimes it might be fresh, sometimes it's not. I had to go through that. I had to see that. And so it's a different world for me. It's a different thing. It's a different a feeling to see that, you know, in this area, that it's the land, it really is the land of the plenty. And when I say the land of the plenty, that's exactly what it is. There's so many stores in here saturated to the point where, you know, even the homeless people know that. Like, they don't even have to eat. That shocked me, because, you know, when I was homeless, like, I had to eat what came to me. There were certain things that I didn't like. I would not let go into my body, of course, because that was my preference, and I denied it. But here, you can deny something and say, I want this, and they're going to get you that. And so, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. And so it's really hard for me. Sometimes it was really hard for me to go into stores, and you know, what you might think is very simple. Oh, I spent, you know, $8. I really like this soap, y'all. My favorite soap is like $12. Now, I know that is not a lot. That is not a lot, but like I said, I grew up, we had to make a lot of our stuff, but we can make something that's rich, that can be richer and better than that $12. But $12 is a lot from where I come from. So I'll just say that. So yeah, I had to get used to that. Like, okay, it is okay. You worked hard for it. It is okay. This is why you put the effort to do these things, you know. It's okay. It's okay. I had to learn that. It wasn't just given to me. Even though some people, that's, you feel like you know, people who it was given to them, and you wondering why they're demanding it, and you saying, oh, they feel entitled. It was given to them. No, that not for the most part. A lot of those people aren't entitled. It was given to them. It's supposed to be given. You know. Yeah. But yeah, I had to. I don't want to get deep into that, but I had to learn. I had to learn it. Okay, I had to learn how to be okay with getting nice things, having nice things. I had to be okay with living in a place that was nice. You know, God gave it to me, but I had to be okay. I had to find a way to make it to feel okay, to understand that it's okay to live in a place that gave you not only adequate shelter. You know, y'all take so many things for granted. I don't. You know, and not to say that I'm better than anybody, but I had to learn to understand that it is okay. It is okay to have these things. It's okay to have nice things. Okay, it's okay. And so, yeah. Look, yeah, that's what I went through. So I also understand, to whom much is given, as much is required. In order to have and to keep nice things, you have to stay in that flow. You have to stay in that flow, because you will lose it. You will lose it if you're not in the right mindset, and you're not with the right people who are trying to uplift you. You have to stay in that mindset. You have to stay in that good space. You know, yeah. And so, yeah, that's what I learned. I can't, you know, although the stores that I go to, they're okay, they're great, you know, but you gotta understand that's not what it is. And so, yeah. So I'm driving down to, for one, I'm going to take care of sending money to my mom. Some of the things that I have to do on a regular basis, dealing with my mom with schizophrenia. I have to make sure that her things are done. It's almost like a child. You know, people think that I don't have responsibilities because I don't have any kids. I beg to differ. I beg to freaking differ, okay? I am that person that people think you're the good auntie. They try to get you for all the programs, all those things, because you don't have kids. So they try to leave you with the expenses. Not only that, like I said, my mom has a couple of disorders. It's not just schizophrenia. My mom deals with bipolar. You know, my mom has a couple of mental illnesses. I would have to label you, and I will tell you, the worst one, when I say the worst one, is the toughest to treat, is schizophrenia. And my mom has had this over 40 years. It's older than my age. I'm not 40 yet, but it's been even over that, you know. And it's been 10 years. My brother and sister, like, maybe about 10, 12 years above me. So yeah, so she's had this for quite some time. And yeah. Yeah, so that is what you know, I'm doing now. You know, getting her money order so I can send it off, so I can send her package off all at the same time. Making sure those things done. Not only do I have to do that, I have to feed my fish, feed my dog, do my homework, make sure all of that is taken care of. You know, I do date, I do have a boyfriend, and let me tell you this, I don't know what's going on with these people. Today it's just like I want to be in a relationship. I want this relationship to progress into something more. But you don't want to move into the steps to progress into something more. Now, I'm definitely not saying, because there are a lot of people I saw, man, I won't even get into that, but I met this woman who was in a relationship and still in this relationship with this man for 16 years. They lived together. They've been living together for 16 years. Bought a property. The thing is not in her name, but she's paying half of the bills. And her name is not on the lease, not on any other checking accounts. Crazy. And this is not a young lady either. This lady is way older than me. And it's like, oh, what she say? Yeah, and she's not married, but I'm hoping to get married. Like, what the heck? You gonna play pretend? Now I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about play pretend, because we ain't doing that. Because I will end a relationship very quick. It's six months to a year. You can tell if you want to be around somebody within 6 months to a year. And a lot of people will drop off on you if you really about that life and you really steadfast. They'll drop off on you. They'll drop off on you if they know that you not one to be played with. Oh, they gonna fall off. They are going to fall off, y'all. When I say they're going to fall off, they gonna fall off. Don't even get mad. Look, don't even get mad about that one. They are going to drop off. They are going to fall the heck off, because they know, for one, they can't manipulate you. When people find out that you not about them playing games, they fall back. I'm a living witness to that. They fall back, baby. They fall back, and rightfully so. And so, I'm not into that. But what I am into is making the best living situation for me possible. Okay, making the best, meaning that it takes time to be in a relationship. It takes time to be in any kind of relationship, whether it's professional, or domestic, or just friendship. It takes time. And you don't want to be in no cookie cutter, relationship where it's just one sided. You got to find out their quirks, what people like, what they don't like, what they into. What makes them tick, what makes them not tick. You're gonna find these things, and that takes time, and it takes a lot of investment. Because of that, I know that I'm limited on time, but I also want to give the person that I'm with, or the person that I'm into. I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to invest in you, and that's gonna take some time and some work. So I know that I don't I got a lot on my plate, so yeah. Anywho, who 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all, I'm trying to count this doggone money so I can get this right, because I don't want to go in there 12,000 times and do this 12,000 stinking times. Okay. Y'all, I don't know why I'm missing some stuff. It seems like every single day I'm missing money, y'all. No lie. No lie. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 2. Yep. Uh-uh. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, it seems like I'm literally missing money, like constantly. When I say constantly, this is some constant stuff, and it's really irritating. But whatever, I'll fan it out, you know. And I'll tell y'all how y'all can get y'all money back. I ain't gonna tell y'all no. It's not voodoo or anything like that. But if you ask God, God is in control of everything. God will show you where stuff is at. You might have misplaced some things, but I know that yeah, we don't know where stuff is at, but I promise you, angels know and God know. So what the heck? Okay. Let me make sure I get my stuff. So I'm not afraid of losing things anymore. I don't really try to stress because that's another tactic, you know. That's another tactic that will come on your plate. You will get when you have a lot of things to do and uh, just a lot of tasks. I'm telling y'all, we talk about the Holy Spirit, but we don't talk about the other spirits that are around. There's the Spirit and spirits, okay? And yeah, sometimes you'll feel antsy, you'll feel like you lost. Sometimes you just need to calm down, regather your thoughts, think very positive, and just pray and know that it's coming, and you'll find stuff. Especially, what was I gonna say? Especially when people be on some funny stuff. Okay, I'm not talking about average. At first, I was talking about average stuff. Average. If you just lose things and you get antsy. But when I say when people are funny, I'm saying exactly what I'm saying. And people, the ones who are gonna get it, they're gonna understand what I'm talking about. They're gonna understand exactly what I'm talking about when I say people who are acting funny. There are people who literally, you won't think that. I used to think that. I used to think that everybody was happy and they wanted to have happy lives. There are some people who are miserable, okay? They want what you have, and they will sit there and they will listen. They can't attack you. Some people will attack you physically. They'll try to attack with your mind. But other people know that the things that they want to do to you, if they did it in public or they did it, even hidden, and they had a possibility of getting caught, they would definitely be behind bars. And this is why they take it to alternative measures. Okay, so I might have to show y'all some prayers about that. Sliced apple yum. What is that about? Okay. All right. Nevertheless. Oh good, it's a buggy right here. So I can use that buggy. Y'all, they got these little doors, the little handles like Walmart. I wonder where the front desk person is at. Gotta get this ridiculous money order. Doodles. Y'all, I'm literally missing like at least $200. You know, y'all like that ain't a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot for me. $1 is $1. It's a lot for me to miss, okay? So, y'all can get y'all life before y'all start coming for me. And I meant that. And I meant that with all my heart and soul. they so short out here. It's ridiculous. I don't know where this one lady went. She said she was coming back. But like I said, they short. Quite funny because I used to work at this doggone Kroger. I used to work overnight as the baker with two of the most annoying people that I ever met in my entire life. They were so stuck in their ways. They was old. They was racist. It was just ridiculous. And I know y'all hear that word a lot out here. That's because it really is. It really goes down in here. I live in the Midwest. I live in Indiana. So it say Northwest Indiana. Yep, doodles. It's not Northwest Indiana. At least he checked, but he knew. Look, he knew. I know most of the people around here. I know even though it's a big store. Hey, he knew. Meaning he just got hired between the last 3 months. Not even that. So, but yeah, this is how it is. Let's see if this lady gonna give me some distance. I need a $800 money order. Thank you. And 10 cents. Who got 10 cents?
It's 801.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I need to start picking. I need to work back here again so I can get it for free.
Oh, yeah.
Today's estimated jackpot. Who? Wait a minute. Who? Today is Sunday. Ain't no lottery going on. Thank you. You too. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. So it's Sunday, y'all. Why y'all ain't in church? Yeah. Okay. So I'm not even gonna crack jokes right now. Yes, I am because that's just me. Okay. And so I've not been to a Catholic church. You know, Catholic churches usually it don't even be that long. It'll be like 35 minutes from the car to the car. Okay. I always say that because if I go to, say for instance, my uncle's church, or I go to one of my friends' churches or something like that, well, first of all, they automatically think that I'm not Catholic because I'm black. So that's funny. Um, ew, that looks bad. Ew, they need to get rid of that. Okay, so anywho, and second, I don't even know if I really want to be over here. It was roasted Gouda. Yeah, second, um, yeah, they just don't expect where I go to a Catholic church. So anywho, so, yeah, I was like, and I was just so happy. One of the main perks I talk about. I know that's messed up, but it's not messed up, okay? Because time is valuable too. Not to say that you should not give God your time because he doesn't ask for a lot, but you should give him time. But one of the good perks is that you get to get out really early, okay? You get to get in early and you get out early, okay? Not going in at 11. All of a sudden, y'all, when I say all of a sudden, all of a freaking sudden, okay? Tell me why the parish that I attend wants to change their services from 9:45 to 11 o'clock. To 11 o'clock, y'all. I got so heated. I got so upset in my soul. Like, I got so upset in my spirit, you know? I want to say that if I wanted that kind of time, I would have went somewhere else. But anyhow, you can't say that. You can't say that. You gotta go with the flow. So I tried to go with the flow, okay? And so I did. You know, I was like, okay, this pissed me off, but nevertheless, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna get it, and you know, make it 100. Keep it moving. You know, it takes. They just stay longer. And they talking about stuff less. So you know they're being unproductive. To me, that's unproductivity, okay? We using this time to do something totally different. And so, yeah. Yeah. I was over it. When I say I was over it, baby, I was over it. Okay? You ain't have to ask me nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Well, you just bought some shrimp. I did, but just buy some shrimp. I need to stop eating shrimp. I need to stop eating shrimp. But yeah. There's so many people out here. I just want to run and be like, get away. You know? Let me run away. But I guess you can't do that. No, why not? But they're making it smaller now. They don't even understand what's going on. They're making stuff even smaller. And also they're making it smaller. They're making these packages. I want to see if y'all see this. So they got these $5 packages, right? So a regular $5 package is usually like this full of stuff. Like it's full. This is flat, y'all. It's got less. So, and the $10 ain't even on there. So I know they're gonna make them $10 soon. Yeah. It's getting rough. It's getting rough. Luckily, it's just luckily for me, it's just me. So. Split chicken. Look at split chicken. Oh, they like wings. Baby, I want some wings. I just said I was not gonna eat that stuff. Let's see. NutriBullet. I need to be prepping my stuff for work tomorrow as well. I told you I had to get stuff for my mom and send it off to her. I usually have to send it off to her in a box. Sometimes they will make her use her funds to send the box back. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, they will make her send the funds back that way. And it takes a lot out of her spending habits and advances. Also, I don't know if you guys are aware. I did talk about how I have grandparents that live in another country. So, how I have to sometimes with card and digital coupon. I don't even get, oh my goodness, I do not want to get on a digital coupon, but they got cheese on sale. Bill, you wasn't supposed to eat cheese. Walk away from this. So I talked about how, you know, I got family outside of the country, and it's kind of quiet over here. Let me go through here. How I have, you know, my grandparents, most of all my grandparents, not just the rest of my family, but I have grandparents outside of the country, and how I have to send them money. I don't have to. I won't say I don't have to because they don't ask me, oh, you have to. But you know the situation. You know the situation. So Anybody who's saying, "Oh yeah, you don't have to, you're this," I want to roundhouse them. I want to roundhouse them straight up, straight up, straight up. Because I listen. My grandparents that are living, the ones that are passed away, they're from the states, okay. And even then, it was kind of a struggle. Well, no, my grandfather, he saved quite a bit. He kind of saved quite a bit. he sat real nice. My grandmother was a saver too, but he was better at saving because she's going to try to pour out into everybody. But my grandfather was A1 on that saving thing. He used to just be teaching me that all the time. And so, anyhow, but my other grandparents live in Haiti. And so I was telling people like, oh, they're like, oh, well, what do you do with your money? What do you do? And I was telling them how I split up my money and send them money back home. And they're like, oh, blah, it's cheap to live out there. Why can't they do that? First of all, it's my money, and I work doggone hard for it. Second of all, I don't know how you were raised, but in most black cultures, I won't even just say Caribbean, I won't say people from third world countries, most black cultures teach you how to do this. Even though you see this on the news, they will not tell you this in public. Most cultures, they deal with this. Even, I'm going to tell y'all this, even people, because people, when I say black people, and I mean people of color, I'm not talking about just African Americans. I'm not talking about just people on the Afro Latin community. I'm talking about people from Ireland, okay? Those people who really wasn't considered white until, they wanted to extinct, but I ain't gonna get into that. But anyhow, yeah, so you always try to help and give to other places. Look in China. They do that. Well, you know what? Last time I went there, I wanna say this, man, tripping. Um they usually take care of their people. They take care of their seniors. One of the things that you have to do in Haiti, if you want to buy a property in Haiti and you want to open up a shelter like I did, want to open up. One of the requirements that you have to do is take care of your neighbors in the land. Like how I don't understand that. So I don't understand how people can just think that it's just oh, I can't be better. And I won't say that because I have that feeling sometimes like, man, how can I blossom if I'm still trying to help everybody else and then I do anything? See, the problem is that's when people are not doing anything. And I don't take kind of that. I have some relatives that do that too. I'm not saying that. I'm saying where everybody is contributing and it came to a point where now their health is declining, their agility is declining, all those times that they invested in you, and they was working for themselves, taking care of you, didn't ask you. Listen, my grandparents, I tell y'all, they don't. None of the four grandparents I have and the step grandparents never asked me to do that, even though they were struggling, even though they were going through some issues. But I have enough common sense to know that it is better to take care and to do that and to provide when you can. What is $100? Yeah, we complain about $100 here, but me sending that $100, yeah, they're gonna try to take about 20 of them, 25 of the doggone dollars. For the most part, then they're gonna try to do the extra tax and all that other stuff, so they might get $35 of that. But think about the improvement of their life. Think about the improvement of their life and how it's gonna change. $35 is not gonna be a lot. You sent 100, and if they get $35, that's not. You send $100 is not gonna hurt you, and or it's not gonna make you or break you for the most part, unless you're in some kind of difficult situation. Even then, it's going to be temporary relief. But think about it as this: if you're going to a third world country, it's going to be where 76 of their dollars equal one of your dollars. Think about what $35 is going to do for them. It's going to make sure that they're okay. It's going to make sure that they're protected, especially being their age. Y'all talk about all this stuff and how things are rough. Now, I promise you, some of these people don't know what rough is. They really don't. I just have to laugh sometimes. Like, You have no idea. They really think just because I'm a female and I, like I don't know. No, baby. No, baby. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. This ain't that over here. This ain't that over here. But yeah, so I I give it. I give it. And to whom much is given, much is required. God has allowed me to do it, even in my times of uh, struggle and heartache. He has been a great provider and had me to help in that way. You know. Um, what else? Um, oh, she lost weight. Oh, okay. What's the next one, y'all? What else? Ooh, yo, do you really need some more hair stuff? Oh, shit. She lost. Yeah, but if you really, y'all really need this stuff, probably do. But if you, wait a minute, they got phone. They got the phone. Ooh, Pump It Up Spritz is about to be $2.99. I don't even need Pump It Up right now, but that's a good price. Y'all, why do you need Pump It Up, Bill? You shouldn't be using that on your hair. I know y'all saying that, but y'all know I do pageants a lot, so don't use it on my hair anymore. Y'all know I used to have them freeze styles, but might have to hit me up with one because I'm taking over for the 99 and the 10,000s. Um, yeah, so I know y'all like, dang, Bill, you was just spending money on that. I just well go ahead. When somebody got some hair said, I got this already. Well, you had no reason to even be in this owl. I really do need some what's names. Oh yeah, so also I have to get ready to put my presentation together. I was looking at some of my old pageant photos from last year, from when I won last year, and I was just like, you know what? I was not a big slob as what I thought I was. Sometimes I can be very hard on myself. I was just like, man, like, I felt like I wasn't at my peak because I had just got finished with cancer. I just, you know, not only that, I had a hole in the side of my stomach, y'all. And so, just to have that and look at God healed that thing. When I say He healed that thing, I don't even look like what I've been through. People be saying that, I wanted to tell them, like, I know, baby, I know, it shocks the heck out of me. But anyhow, yeah, I had just went through like some real crazy stuff. Like, when I say crazy stuff, I mean the craziest. So I was like, oh man, uh-oh, it's like 12,000 people around me now. Told y'all, happens every time. So pop maker. Okay, and then so I got you. I was gonna say. So yeah, it really just downed me. I was just like, okay, man, I don't feel worthy. But looking at those pictures, I can see, and then a lot of the people were not so nice to me. Some of them were like cordial, but a lot of those people was not nice to me. Feeling the vibe, all that stuff. Like some of the stuff they would say, and you like, dang, you know. But when I saw it later, I found out like, nah, baby, you was doing the thing. You was bringing it. That energy that you had was fierce. The energy that you had, the contribution, it was fierce. And so that was probably that was the main thing that was, getting you. It was giving. Oh, wait a minute. This was how I'm gonna have to do. And they got dividers. I got one of these, y'all, at the crib, and I've been trying to find out how to do this. I need to find one of these little stoppers on there. It's gonna help me a lot. So yeah, I I just been kind of lately collecting and getting ready. Ooh, those are cute. They look like little cheap shoes that you can get from what's name, but they still cute. Still cute, nevertheless. I want some orange. I need some orange little crops. And so, yeah, but I knew I was slamming it, so I was just like, you know what, I gotta take some time to pat myself on the back. I gotta take some time to allow myself to be okay with doing a great job. Sometimes that's hard on people who are true perfectionists. And some people say, "Oh yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I want this to happen," but sometimes when you're dealing with perfection, being a perfectionist, and you're diagnosed with that, is different. Sometimes you won't even start a project because you want it to be perfect. You know, people see all the things that I do, and they say, "Oh yeah, you do a lot," but they never see all the projects that I do that I probably would have a greater potential, but I get so antsy and so nervous that I don't get them done, and then I'm so depressed and I'm so sad about it. You know, so yeah. But yeah, I had to give myself a pat on the back for that because yeah, I slammed at that pageant and seeing some of those photos, like it was like, okay, Bill, okay. This is what they was getting mad at you, but this is what they was mad at you for. Like this is what you was given. Oh, come on, please say they got some oranges. Okay, no they don't. They don't have the summer anymore. It's like this is what you were giving them. You were giving them I'm not for the play vibes. You know? I slay all day vibes. This is what you was giving them. You know, and I really, when I saw that aha moment, I was just like, dang. So I was like, you know what? I gotta post these pictures. I gotta post everything that I did. I felt like, okay, well maybe I didn't do enough. You know, but I really did. But I really, really did, y'all. That's just cray. I want a whole box though. How much is that box though? It's probably $20. I know it's 17. What a little mix box though. They don't got the other mix box. But they think it's cheaper than everybody else's. Hit me with the mix. Oh, they got the other one with 10 calories. Dang it, but they got watermelon. Now I gotta get this variety pack. Alright. You see how peaceful it is for me to shop out here, and I've seen some people that I know, but they have not bothered me since I've been in this store. You know, some people wave, you know, especially some of my old coworkers, but they ain't even nobody's bothering me. If I would have went to the other stores, they would have been like, "Hey Bill," or "Hey Miss Dean," and "Hey this," and "Hey that," which is cool sometimes, but you gotta have a relief. You gotta have a relief. Look, you gotta have a relief. You gotta have some. Oh shoot. Ooh, they got caramel apples. The low price for the caramel apples. Some sugaries that you don't need. That's basically what it's saying. Some sugaries you really don't need. You're not supposed to go to the Wally. But I'm gonna try to see if I can find everything at one stop. Sometimes that's helpful. Other times not so much, but a lot is kind of helpful. That makes no sense. Y'all, I was about to go get some organic stuff, but it's only certain stuff you need to get organic. And, well, yeah, it's only certain stuff you need to get organic. Yeah, that's $2.99 and the regular squash is $1.49. Guess who? Oh, he putting some fresh squash up there too. I might have to slip on around. Or just sit on out there. You got enough. Just go get you a little salad. That's what I need, a salad. That's why I came over here. Get a salad bucket and be done. $2.99. Boom. There we go. This was $5.99. It's $2.99. Boom. Sale. Good with it. Oh, they got some apple cider. Bill, get away from the apple cider. That's not your friend. What else? The other thing that, oh sure. Some juice. Matter of fact, I want some juicy juice. No, but you can't afford juicy juice. Y'all know juicy juice is expensive. I shouldn't even be in this row. Oh, I need to go get makeup. I know y'all like, Bill, you got your own makeup company, but I don't have foundation. It takes a lot to write down formulas. It's really kind of cool that you can look at another formula and look at the chemical makeup of a formula, and you can write your own formula from looking at other people's formulas. Now, you can't use the same formula as your own and say it's your own. There are other people who use other people's formulas, but they pay for it, you know. But me, since I love that's something that I really like to do, even though I can't do it all the time. But there was a time where I did that for a couple of years, like, you know, writing those formulas. And it worked out. It worked out for me. Come on, we need. I don't know why. If you go into the other places that are, let's see, they got black radiance that are more ethnically inclined, you will see more of the, you will see a lot of these, well, it is on sale. Baby. Okay, girl, don't get focused on this whole thing. Do not. Oh. Don't see. I love rum spice, and okay, that's what I do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right there. Bam. And I need something a little bit lighter. Yep. Boom, boom. Okay, Bill. God, sometimes I wish I did, make, freaking, foundation. It helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. But I don't. But I don't. But I don't. I really, really don't. Bill, you got some primer at home, but you always have more primer. I don't know why people think like you can have a bomb setting on your face and it can look great without having the right kind of primer. I will tell y'all one thing. For the last week to like a week and a half, I'm probably not going to wear I'm not gonna wear makeup. The crows are fine. The reason why I'm not gonna do it, real simple. I want my face to look as smooth, as clean, as crisp as it can for this next adventure that I'm doing. Also, in a little bit, which, oh my goodness, I leave on the 9th. I just thought about that. I'll leave on the 9th, y'all. I'll leave on the 9th for New York Fashion Week. I'm tripping. When I say I'm tripping. So I'm glad I did get that on out the way. Tripping hard. I'm out here tripping hard, y'all. When I say I'm tripping hard, I'm tripping hard. But anywho, I digress. Bill, stop spinning. I don't know how I forget about that. When I go out there to take pictures, people are gonna be looking at you all kinds of ways, all different ways. Okay, you want to have the best photos possible. You want to connect with people. One of the things that I didn't do that I wish I did do was connect with more people. I did not, and therefore I wasn't able to. I had to pay more money to get a lot of those photos when people were just posting. You know, people post things up, and just a lot of those things. Wait a minute. Yo, you do not need them chips. Wait a minute. But no buts. Don't need those chips. Yeah. Something about them that just made me go. Give me a lot of brain fog. Sir. I saw one of my old coworkers. So, yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I want my face to look a little yummy. I want to have less bumps as possible. So that means a lot of hydration. I totally forgot. When I say I totally forgot, I gotta look. This is why I say I don't have a slow life. I don't have one of those lives where I could just sit and just, people think because you don't have kids or because you don't have other tasks that normally people have, you don't do anything. I promise you, I do, okay? Most of the times it shows up, like, I have so many tests, I'm like, how do you get enough sleep? And so, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to get off of here because it's about to be an hour. Not only that, I'm getting to the register. I don't like people being rude at the register. And also, my battery's low. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Bye.